If someone cheats on you, will you break up with them or give them another chance? There she was, crying her eyes out in my office. She was angry, she was hurt, and she was confused. She told me how she found out her boyfriend was cheating on her. He stepped away from his phone to use the restroom, and bingo, there was the text that came in. And she looked at the text message thread and saw that her boyfriend of a year had been flirting with and seeing someone else on the side. What do you think she should have done? Leave a comment below. Welcome to Date Right. I'm Marc, Kitsko, and this is your go-to place for Christian dating advice and tips that lead you to marriage. Be sure to click that subscribe button below and the bell for weekly tips and support on your dating journey. So as she was sobbing in my office, she told me about their conversation, and he admitted everything. Yes, he cheated. Yes, it was sexual. Yes, he still loved her. No, he didn't want the relationship to end. It was just that moment of weakness. And she wanted to know what she should do. One of the biggest reasons for a relationship ending is dishonesty and trust issues. It is essential to be able to trust your significant other in your relationship. If you're not able to have complete trust and honesty, it leads to a relationship where you are questioning every little thing that happens. There has to be trust because it's the foundation to create emotional safety in your relationship. And when that trust is broken, it's hard to repair. So when a person cheats, the impact leads to a lot of questioning, self-doubt, and self-esteem issues. Often you begin to wonder why you cannot make the other person happy. You wonder why they had to find someone else to be with rather than to be with you. Then the anger sets in. When you're feeling hurt and betrayed, it's not uncommon to seek out revenge. You want to get back at your significant other for being unfaithful to you. So you go out and you do something crazy, and the only one who really gets hurt in the process, once again, is you. Oftentimes, it's easier to blame the other person that they cheated with rather than your significant other. That's just a form of denial. Remember, your significant other is the one that's in a committed relationship with you, not the other person. The other person may not have even known about you. Make sure your anger or your blame are directed towards the right person. Here's my observation. If someone is unfaithful once, it will likely happen again. For this reason, many people choose to just end the relationship after finding out that someone cheated on them. So there she was crying. Then she said, God forgives us when we sin, and he doesn't just throw us out when we make mistakes. Shouldn't I be the same way with my boyfriend? Don't be silly. Don't be needy. First off, dating someone is a time of evaluation to see if that other person will make a good spouse for you or not. You get to evaluate their choices, their character, to see if they would make a good mate. Dating someone is a time to build trust, which leads to deeper intimacy and ultimately marriage. But when that trust is broken, you can walk away easily and say, no thanks, this is not for me. Next. So if someone cheats on you while you're dating, sure, be gracious, give forgiveness, but forgiveness doesn't mean you are bound to that person or that you should make a decision that can lead you into more relational hurt. So ask yourself this: would a cheating partner make a good spouse? Is cheating a behavior you're willing to put up with in marriage? Because don't fool yourself into believing it was a one-time act. If you put up with it in your dating, you're probably more than likely also to put up with it in marriage too. It's hard to process the hurt. It's hard to go through the pain of it all, but I've helped many people come out on the other side stronger and better within only a few weeks, with more clarity of what they want in a relationship and in a partner and how to navigate the complexities of this situation. Well, you're probably wondering what she did. Well, in this case, she didn't want to let him go. It had nothing to do with God's grace or forgiveness. It simply was she lowered her standards to meet his, and that's never a good thing. This dragged on for months until finally it ended, and she was the one brokenhearted and devastated. It doesn't have to be this way. That's why I created my signature course, 7 Steps to I Do, so you don't have to experience the pains and the frustrations of dating. You can check that out, and you can see it in the link below. What advice would you give someone who just experienced their significant other cheating on them? Leave a comment below. I'm curious of what your opinion is. Share this video with a friend who could use some support. Give us a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe. Until next time, live victoriously.